The business environment has always been besieged with issues affecting its integrity and morality. In July of 1980, 12 men from the Ligaya ng Panginoon Covenanted Community came together and responded to a higher missionary call to bring Christ into the marketplace.
We said we need to develop a community in support of the breakfast, but we also need to spell out the mission for the breakfast. And so it was a mission understood as evangelizing business people, managers, and using their managerial authority to bring about changes for justice, for honesty, against corruption, producing honest products. And that was the beginning of the development of the BCBP.
Thus began the first breakfast meeting at the Makati Sports Club. Never did they imagine that from this small gathering of businessmen and professionals, the breakfast meeting would grow into the thriving nationwide community that it is now 36 years later. Over 8,000 breakfasters in about 150 different venues throughout the country attend the breakfast meeting every week. It has drawn close to 20,000 regular members to what is now known as the BCBP communities, the Brotherhood of Christian Businessmen and Professionals. And it hasn't grown only in the Philippines. It has taken root in San Francisco, New York, Los Angeles, Canada, Singapore, Bangkok, and more recently in Jakarta, Indonesia. Like a tiny mustard seed, the small community has sprung into a huge tree with branches reaching far and wide. The weekly breakfast meeting is not just simply a breakfast to meet with peers in business, but it is an invitation to have fellowship with one another, to listen to sharers testifying how God has touched their businesses, professions, family, and personal life.
I have come to understand that God allowed us to live a new life that is no longer attached to money, the comfort it brings, and the status it gives.
What can be better than being close to the Lord? Certainly, not my booming factory, not my fat bank account.
In our office, we make it a point to share our blessings. And we include in our annual bonuses even those not employed by us, the messengers, the drivers, the delivery boys.
And it is not just any invitation. Most importantly, it is an invitation from Jesus to come and have breakfast. The BCBP strives to live up to its Be Honest advocacy. Be honest even if others are not, even if others will not, and even if others cannot. The best thing that can ever happen to anyone starts at a BCBP breakfast meeting. An hour of your week can grow into a phenomenon in your life, changing it to serve a much higher purpose. Make that move to becoming Jesus' disciple and make the business world, your community, your family more pleasing to Him. Make the BCBP breakfast meeting your weekly breakfast habit.